Alright. Should be right over here. Hello, are you Huxley?
Are you Huxley?
The dame really came through.
Oh, and now we're back in the Hava. Okay, that's fine.
Why do you talk like that?
Who was this bum that was questioning me? Another tin can with an attitude and too many questions. I gave him the brush off.
Hey, don't speak about Camus
don't talk
like
to him
that.
like that, or I'll drop you in the hollows.
Yeah.
The dame had a point. I'd better play nice for now. I'd slip her some bills when she took me to the holocash machine. A handful of limbs should help dip this sour lemon in a little sugar.
Can you understand what he is saying?
About 40% of it.
The dame and the car were close. Any fool could see that. But I looked beyond the surface. She was a girl from out of town. Still as green as the water supplies down in the vents.
You said you're a private investigator. Do you really think that's how they talk?
She had an attitude, but I liked her. And a dog, too.
How did he know I am your dog?
I guess that's what investigators do, right?
There was a holocash machine up ahead, but I had to keep a real low profile. I'd give the dame my number and let her grab the cash for me.
And that number would be?
I gave her the digits. 54244. She was a smart cookie. She'd remember them.
Okay. Access a holocash terminal with key code. Okay, so just any holocash terminal? Or does it have to be a specific one? So I guess let's check the map. Holocash terminal. There's one over here. What? That doesn't make sense. That's all the way out. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, we can take a right here and go up to there, and there's a holocash machine over there. So let's go. Let's do that. Oh my gosh! Oh. Oh my goodness. Major car accident. If you thought my days of crashing... This is the place. Come on down, little guy. Little elevator man. See, there he is. Ascend. Okay. Let's get some money. From the holocash machine. Oh, it's one of these things, isn't it? Yep. 54244. 54244. Okay. So we can take all of it, right? That's not bad pay.
I settled the bill. Surely the dame would drop me like a bad penny now.
This is a lot of money. I can drop you somewhere else if you like.
Why are we helping him more?
He's kind of growing on me.
The dame had a heart of gold. I asked her to drop me at my office. On the way, I'd tell her about Pashta. Maybe she'd fall for me like I'd fallen for her.
I do not like this.
Where's this office of yours, Huxley?
We were headed towards my office in Old Town. I gave the dame a nav point to help her out. Hold on, Pashta. It won't be long now, kid.
Thanks. Who is this Pashta anyway? What happened to her?
It was a story so sad it could make a bronze statue of a lawyer cry. It all started with a call from a small-time hustler called Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the dead corpse can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with. The dead corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw loose. I guess her instincts were good. Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well, I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
Goodness. Huxley is quite the character. Like Rania, he definitely grows on you. You definitely just kind of get absorbed by the way that he talks and everything. It's a bit, it's kind of charming. Definitely annoying at first, but overall, I think it adds a lot to his character and just to not Nice City, Nivalis. Wrong cyberpunk game. Okay. Get Huxley to his office. That is our next task. We got paid pretty well for that, for just this part anyways, picking him up, so can't complain about that, I don't think. And also the whole tale about Pashta is very, very sad and very dystopian, of course, as this is a cyberpunk game. Alright, let's get out of here. Avoid another traffic incident. It's a good thing that, as far as I know, your Hava can't actually, like, explode from being too damaged, because I feel like on more than one occasion I should have just gotten totally wiped out here. But I don't think that that is something that happens, thankfully. You usually fly through those little holes, but I forgot. Okay, we need to come around this way. And we're going to avoid some traffic and just go this way through here. Okay, so there's another parking lot over here that we can land on.
Your office is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept. So I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness. But what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's
Nice
a
one,
note on your
Candace.
door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says.
Okay, so it's up there on that, in that area, so need another elevator. Okay, this elevator goes down, which is not what we need. We need an elevator that goes up, so I guess over here, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I need to repair it with electronics. I do not have any electronics. Alright, I need to find some electronics. Maybe it's the loot that's over here on the floor. It is. There's some electronics, but there's also something else over here on the map that we need to try and see. The Weary Droid Hotel. Interesting. I'm surprised that there's nobody that we can talk to around here. Usually, those kind of marked locations have somebody around. Okay, we got our parts to repair the lift, and the lift can take us up. Mission accomplished. So we can get this note. Ooh, look at the map. There's loot over there. The note's over there. Loot. Note. I mean, you know which one I'm going with by now. First. Yep. Alright, what's this note say?
Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Okay. Take him to the bar. I mean, we might as well... I wouldn't be too mad if we stopped there ourselves for a drink. Oh, a clothes shop. That's nice. I mean, you can get the latest fashions here, ladies and gentlemen. You got the white t-shirt with a skull face or a blue t-shirt with a crown on it. You can tell she's heavily considering the blue shirt. And she says, I'll come back tomorrow when the store's open. Okay, anyways. Focus, it's time to go to the bar. A jazz bar, to be specific. Which actually sounds even more fun. This is a massive area. Some of the places in Nivalis here in Cloudpunk are actually fairly surprisingly large. Like, that's the end over that way. There's a story up above us there that we were just at. And then this also extends downward over here. Because that elevator goes down to all of that. Let's see if we can get a better view of it. Down to all of that down there, and then there's all of that over there still. It's kind of crazy. I love it. I really do. Okay. This is honestly like just an incredible game to just explore because of all the different people you can talk to. There's a person down there that we could talk to, but that's a little bit out of the way. There's just a bunch of neat places to go and see. Okay, let's get back in the car. The Hava, as it were.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No, it is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
Gosh.
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that. But what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
That's the second time I've landed at that area thinking, oh, sweet, this is where I need to go next. Nope. There's that exit to Caledon just right over there. And it gets me confused every time.
I hope the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus. Just let it go.
Okay. Here we go. I also noticed we need to get gas. So we'll be getting gas after this. Perfect, okay. He's following us. There's a compact disc. We got a CD. This is a CD. You don't see many of these anymore. I think it's a reproduction, but it's got some folk music on it from back home. Maybe a music collector would pay for this. Huh, maybe so. Is this a jazz bar? Yeah, it is. Cool. Okay. Let's go in then. Not very much jazz happening out here. Why do all the bars and nightclubs around here still happen outside? You'd think with all the constant rain, they'd invest in something, I don't know, enclosed. Alright. Anyways. Is this where you needed to go, Huxley?
Took you long enough.
Are you the one that left the note?
Who are you?
The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him Smokin' Jojo 'cause he was cute. His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burnt out, overheating and underperforming. He didn't like the dame, but he knew me. We went way back, when Jojo's lips were normally sealed tighter than...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the Hollows, and he says he's looking for a girl called Pashta. Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. But as you can see, I ain't got long left. You could fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help? Repairs?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this girl you're looking for.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know I was looking for Pashta?
We told
You've
him.
been asking around town. Word gets out. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, and I'm still the best horn player in town. Even if I don't look too good these days. What with all the rust and all. While I was there, I overheard some things. This ex-corp goon called Raguan was there, talking about how he got screwed over.
And?
Look, I don't like squilling like this. Give me a minute.
Jojo was singing like a songbird, but would we dance to his beat?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't believe I'm getting sucked into this. So what does this Raguan guy have to do with Pashta?
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk, and he's throwing his weight around. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just trying to serve the champagne. In the middle of mouthing off, Raguan says he's dangerous, and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with, 'cause the last guy that messed with him lost his kids. Then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to Pashta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one that heard him. But he takes a drink, and through his tears he keeps saying, "Sorry, Pashta, sorry." Now, ain't that a thing?
That's a lead, at least.
The trail had gone cold for a while, but with Jojo's help, we'd picked it up again.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the Hava. After that, though, you're on your own, Huxley.
I say I'm surprised we even went in here. For some reason, I thought that Rania said we just drop him off at the entrance, but guess not. There was a little bit of jazzy music during that conversation, but there's definitely no jazz happening now. Although I can actually buy drinks at this bar, so this one is already better than the Synwave nightclub. Hey there, waiter.
What you looking for? Whatever it is, I got it.
Booze, bartender, booze. Liquid Sun. That's what we were looking for. Although...
Thanks.
Hey, come back anytime, lady.
Alright. Liquid Sun. When nothing else helps.
Ew.
Rania apparently doesn't like alcohol. Also, I just realized, maybe we shouldn't have just drank alcohol right before getting back into the car. I do not endorse drinking and driving. I promise. I promise. Although that would explain a lot of things with my driving skills.